Hey everybody, how we doing today?
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Right, Gilmore Girls. I've been loving this show so far. I'm kind of wanting to see the grandparents this episode. We took an episode off from them last week.
We did. We kind of focused on Rory's burgeoning relationship with an awkward date with their mother, with Lorelai.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone said anything on Patreon about it, but the only thing about it, this is the first time in the series where there was a moment where I was like, okay, where she did the whole I'm the angry protective mom, don't hurt my baby thing, and it's like, I get it. This was 20 years ago, but that was more of an acceptable trope, really. But I just kind of felt like completely unnecessary.
That's what it is. It's a trope, and obviously everyone parents differently. But I think today that's way less common. You know what I mean?
Sure, right.
I like that she was real with Dean, and I like that he held his own ground.
That's the part I like, is that Dean didn't just the trope of he's whipped. He's like, I'm sorry, I promise I'll be really good to her. He didn't do that. He's like, look,
he had his own agency,
yeah, for sure,
while being respectful, right? And he seems like a really nice guy.
I think so too.
So I'm curious to see where that goes going forward, especially since he's back in Stars Hollow and she's in Chilton.
Well, I mean, we're at the beginning of a 7-season television show.
I think ups and downs.
I think there's going to be a 0% chance that Rory's dating Dean for the whole show.
There's no way.
That's not the way the world works when she's, what is she, like 16, I think, something
maybe,
like that. Yeah, 16. They said in the first episode she's 16. Just had her 17th birthday. There's no way that she's dating Dean forever.
Well, in the real world too, the actor who plays Dean went on to star in 11 seasons of Supernatural.
There were a lot.
There might be more than 11. I don't even know.
Oh, no, there are, because I remember someone told me I need to watch it, and I got on Netflix. And this is while it was still on.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And when I looked on Netflix, it was like 14 seasons.
And I was like,
nope.
It just went on forever.
Yeah. But anyway, Gilmore Girls, wonderful show, and we should get started.
Yes.
I would want to go ahead and thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us. My team, a special thank you to Actuarial Lurker, Balash Fuldez, Chris, Derek Peterson, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Richard Wilkinson, Suya Gundavarapu, Torgeir Linkstad, Weird Magic, and Wear47. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here with us.
Yes. And if you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you might hit the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we have coming your way.
If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else that we have watched or we're currently watching, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. Every show, including Gilmore Girls, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon if we're on YouTube.
Yes.
So if you get done watching the YouTube edits and would like to continue, you can do it on our Patreon. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You will only see us for copyright purposes.
Yep. I'm excited. I look forward to this show every week.
I do too.
Peddling drug paraphernalia to kids.
It was a lava lamp, Taylor.
There is no use for a lava lamp unless you're on drugs.
That is dumb.
That's so dumb.
I have been mayor of this fine town for a long time.
It's
Lebowski.
Lebowski, yeah.
All of you
Strong men also cry.
the legendary Battle of Stars Hollow.
Yeah.
Patty, it was a frigid November night some 2
Oh, that's a good shot, actually.
Yeah.
years ago. In their valiant
He's going to blow up.
For God's sake, do we have to go through this every damn year? That never showed. They got.
That's not a battle.
Should have been wearing prom dresses.
Luke makes some strong points.
Yeah. I think we could do the reenactment, but do you have to read out the same cards every year about the event?
Is the reenactment just
You
12
stand there?
people standing there all day?
Yeah.
Like they're working at Buckingham Palace or something? You know?
Yeah.
By the way, I got to see the changing of the guard.
Nice.
It's pretty sick. I love the bustling of all the branches and stuff. It's so calming.
Goodbye, Lorelai. Gilmore. You knew that. Okay.
God.
Okay, that pillow is creeping me out. You see
The
that?
face over there.
It's creeping me out.
My best birthday.
Your first kiss?
Your first steps. They all happen when it snowed.
Oh,
You, me, donuts, coffee, standing out in a snowstorm.
At midnight?
sounds
At midnight.
great.
You
Actually
are
sounds
my
cool.
favorite daughter. While he's being sexy, he's also being grammatically correct.
Better.
And he might be your new dad.
All right. How about you call him back and make a date?
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
She's playing hard to get.
Clearly.
Hey, shut that window. You don't want pneumonia.
Hey, babe. Sergeant Pepper.
Mom, do you know what Right, Rich Blumenfeld. Does he still wear the Star Trek shirt?
There's nothing wrong with Star Trek shirts.
Not take your eyes off this.
We learned that in the West Wing.
We're leaving now.
Wait a minute.
They're for somebody else.
Who likes Rocky
Yeah.
cookies? Who?
Dean.
Dean. They're for Dean.
These are the
love and the deed and the cookies for the love and the deed.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Lane,
Dean?
nice hat.
Is it?
Here.
Oh, how'd you like it? He was all, forget Jane Austen. You have to read Hunter Thompson.
You do have to read it.
Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late for homeroom, man. I have that perfect
Awkward,
attendance
yeah.
certificate in
Yeah.
my sight.
Don't be jealous.
Yep.
It's awkward being the third wheel. I get that. But
Yeah. Takes practice.
Yeah.
First snowfall of the season, it's very lucky. Make a wish.
Get away from me.
Oh, you're not supposed to say it out loud.
That's good.
And you know, Rory should probably spend the night tonight also.
Okay.
Well, yeah, how's she gonna get
So
home
bad
after
tomorrow.
dinner?
No, for sure, yeah.
And let me just tell you, saddle shoes are not the best all-weather footwear.
I bet not. Yeah.
Twice.
Yikes, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Yep. There's the reenactment.
Hurry, come on,
Too-
stop this
it's
before
too
somebody
cold.
drives through-
I wouldn't want to sign up for this.
No,
It's too cold for
especially
that.
in this weather.
Yeah.
Times were simpler. Kids didn't have sex. Neighbors knew each other. It's a freaking fairy tale. Things.
Yeah, it's true.
Come on in. I'll get you some coffee.
No, thanks. I'm gonna walk around. Enjoy my present a little.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Do that. No.
Yeah, you two can go and get married. That'd be okay.
Max is nice, but Luke's Luke.
I like Luke, yeah.
Do not actually put instruments to your mouths until we are inside. Remember
Yeah,
what happened?
he does have nice hair.
Last
Oh, freezing your mouth to your
Yeah.
instrument.
The woodwinds are probably fine. Just grab his hair. Whoa. Intrusive thoughts 1.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Yikes.
We've all been there in an intrusive thought, like, I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah,
You know,
like, oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm actually doing this.
You had something in your hair. There
Right.
you go, yeah. That was a luscious mane, though. Not gonna lie.
He had nice hair.
No, Max. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I was on my way back from Stanford. My car decided to stop.
Here,
Yes.
in my town.
Yes.
Good car.
It's nice to see you.
Me too. Stranded here in a strange town with no one you know. Oh, wait.
Where's Rory?
And her daughter's out of town overnight.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I was the one who asked you out initially, so therefore I am still obligated to do the taking.
A gentleman.
Please, Richard, pay attention. We can't go out. It's miserable out there.
Can't make some eggs or something?
What?
Leftovers?
What will we feed? Friday dinners are the only proper food that child eats all week.
Oh my god.
Rory,
Fridge. I'm sure there's something in there we could whip up.
Yeah.
Whip up.
Whip up. Yeah.
Come on.
I wonder when the last time she cooked was.
Right.
Rory, that's food you eat at a carnival or in a Turkish
Whoa.
prison.
Oh my god.
I love cooking. I can imagine having somebody cook all my meals
Yeah.
for me.
Ever been close?
Once.
And?
She's in Thailand now.
Sex trade?
Bank of America.
Well, it's usually
Oh
one
my
of
god.
the-
She went there on business. She did well,
God.
came back.
You know, I wouldn't live here. I wouldn't work here. I wouldn't be walking here with you.
Nice.
Aaron, are you listening to me? Good, because I'm hanging up on you now, and I wanted to make sure that you heard it.
Sounds like a fun job.
Right?
Being an executive for an insurance company.
No thanks.
It's kind of nice getting to take a walk down memory lane through her mom's stuff.
I always loved doing that at my grandparents' house. You know what I mean?
I just really like the setup that this is like the grandparents are getting into Rory's life about the same age things fell apart with Lorelai.
It's-
you
yeah.
know, like that parallel there.
It's really sweet.
Rich Blumenfeld? Why would you touch Rich Blumenfeld's hair?
That's a fair question.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Be here.
That's a big ask.
Yeah.
Are you scared yet?
This is a really cool setup, isn't it?
Yes.
This woman is absolutely perfect.
We wouldn't want that now, would we?
No.
One time Suki came and brought us some foie gras, and Mom stuck it on a pizza. How was it?
Really?
Pretty good once we took the foie gras off.
That's good.
Try it. Please?
I love the idea of eating frozen pizza with a
If you
fork
want
and
to
a
get
knife.
really crazy, you...
That's wonderful.
See?
Rory, pass me that cheese. Ah, look at this.
That's one fluffy white
Oh
dress.
my god.
Yes, there were 12 petticoats underneath it. We got it in London, remember?
Rory could go with us.
I'll start packing tomorrow.
Paris? Yeah.
I knew from the time I was 12 that I wanted lilies and orchids with a silver bow wrapped around them for my bouquet.
I also knew that you wanted to marry Errol Flynn. She even tried to get me to grow one of those little mustaches.
What was the occasion?
Who would like some coffee?
Oh, yeah, that was
That
loaded,
was her
yeah.
debutante gown for her coming out party.
Mom had a coming out party?
No, she didn't.
Oh, she was pregnant at that point.
Got it.
I have some business calls to make.
I'll go get that coffee.
Oh,
That was really sad that ruined everything.
yeah.
It shouldn't have.
What's her dad's name again? I forget.
Richard.
Rory's dad.
Oh, I have no idea.
They've said it before. I
Right.
forget.
I mean, until we meet him, I'm not going to remember it.
Sure. Oh, that's nice of him.
Actually, it's nice of him.
Harry, you're freezing. Take the damn coffee.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
too, yeah.
Thank you, Luke.
Yeah.
You got any herbal tea?
Anybody else want coffee?
Yeah.
I've got a dozen.
Sorry, Luke.
Well, I don't think he ever really asked her out.
He
I mean,
didn't. No, he didn't.
You know,
Good porch.
It is a good porch.
and I'm very jealous of that
It's
house.
a great house.
Inviting a man over to my house.
Okay.
See,
He's stranded in town.
I mean, the whole night's been a weird kismet of events.
That's very true. He's smooth.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Plus, you're not going to make him walk to a hotel this
Right.
time, are you?
Would you like some coffee?
I would love some.
I'd be like, hey, I'll sleep on the couch. You're like,
So,
is Rory's friend still there?
Oh, I wouldn't think still in the house. It may be weird if she was.
It would be weird if she was. Something's telling me she might be.
Yeah, the way the camera's
Yeah.
working here, I think you're right. There's going to be a reveal, isn't there? Oh, why are you in the house?
Why? Back up.
that's the cure. I have to go back.
That's
in
the
now.
cure.
Okay, I'll finish up.
Sorry I messed up your date.
Ah, you didn't mess with my date. What's going on?
She's very understanding.
Yeah.
For Rory to get home?
I did something really stupid today. Okay, what'd you pierce?
I mean, I was just standing there. And then he bent
Lost
over.
yourself in the moment. It happens.
Maybe you should be a hairdresser.
Lorelai.
Perfect. Then you can. How did his hair feel? Good as it looked?
Better.
No.
It looked great.
So who's the guy?
Rory's teacher.
Oh. He
Yeah.
has nice hair.
Don't touch it.
Lane is gonna stay here tonight.
Yeah.
Weird.
She had
Yeah.
a really bad teen day and she needs to crash someplace sympathetic.
Okay. I understand.
You had a good date. Leave it there.
Yep.
Can I at least give you a kiss goodnight?
Only if you intend to live till morning.
That's good. She really played it cool really well there.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. Chauffeur. Yeah, you gotta go.
Oh, yeah, he better not still be there.
It was the snow. You know.
It really was the snow.
Yeah. Lane's here.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Oh my god, did he go to the bathroom? I have stuff hanging in there.
All he's gonna do to
It's a lot to come home to. I
Sure.
get it.
No, it is.
He might be.
It's one date, man. Yeah.
Right
No way to
now,
know.
It's just you and me. And sometimes Lane.
Yeah.
You seem to have this really great life going, and I don't really fit in there. That's not true. You totally fit in. I'm talking Legos.
Yeah. And maybe the dude with the great hair will want to go out with her now.
Yeah.
She didn't actually get rejected or anything.
No, he just looked confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots to talk about.
Definitely need a good friend to unload to.
For sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Christopher. That was his name.
Christopher. Okay.
Yeah. The one just hit me, but it did.
Mhm. I like the fact that they still, no matter how awkward the conversation is going to be, they still have it.
Sure.
How many shows, movies have we watched where it's frustrating? Because, like, if they would just talk
Communication
at
is key.
some point, just say what you're really thinking. I mean, that's half of the problems on New Girl,
For sure.
right? Is that people just they're
Every show.
too insecure to talk about whatever their issues are,
For
and
sure.
these two aren't.
Succession. Mad Men. I mean,
Right? Yeah.
Heck, I was even just the last episode of Game of Thrones I just threw up. That was there was a bit in that episode where I was like, just talk to each other.
Right.
You
Just
know what I
talk it
mean?
out, man.
But this is very much the opposite of that. In the sense
It
that, like,
is.
they can have a healthy relationship and they can communicate with one another. And I love the show for that. It's not like there isn't complicated issues.
Right, sure.
There's issues they handle together, and
Right.
I love that healthy dynamic.
Well, the relationship is so healthy that I don't feel like even when things aren't going well for her, that Rory's like abnormally insecure,
Sure.
or awkward or anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was awkward when she had a boy interested in her for the first time. That's just human nature.
Sure.
But she handles and processes everything, I think, really well.
I agree.
And I think that's because of the great relationship she's always had with her mother.
Yeah.
And that they always talk everything out. I absolutely love that about the show.
Peas in a pod, man.
Yeah,
like, they really are.
So open.
And I'm endlessly fascinated by the grandparents aspect of it.
Yeah, that was really a great way to complicate the episode.
Sure.
With the whole, like, the debutante ball that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Because of the pregnancy. But I feel like the more they get to know Rory, the more they're going to get to where Lorelai is and understand this is actually I mean, clearly teen pregnancy isn't what you're ever going for.
No.
But it turned out to be a good thing in the end.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Because of Rory.
I don't think that when her grandfather walked off, I don't think it was because he was upset because she was pregnant with Rory. I think it's just circumstance, right?
Yeah, well, she lost a lot, right? She missed out on things, or the end of her childhood, and
sure. As a father, he's upset with how his daughter was treated in the situation. You know what I mean? Obviously, we haven't met Christopher, but
well, they wanted her to marry Christopher, so I don't think there's negative feelings toward Christopher at all. Not from Richard and Emily.
Okay, yeah, we need to get more of that backstory.
I mean, we will, but
sure.
But I mean, they were trying. We saw in one of the first episodes.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
right, the whole that, you could have married him. He's successful. He's doing well. I don't know why you didn't just marry him. So I don't think there's any animosity towards Christopher from the parent.
I do want to meet him though. I want to see if he's how scummy he is, or if he's just misunderstood.
For a show that goes on as long as this does, there's 0% chance we won't meet him eventually.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what kind of guy he's going to be. Like when we get to know him, I don't know if he's
certainly absentee. I mean, that's
right.
for sure. Yeah.
I don't know if he's interested in being a father, or what their relationship is like, because we haven't gotten much conversation other than the fact that he's nowhere around.
And they said he calls once a week.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so he does call, but I mean, obviously they're not close.
Yeah,
certainly not as close as Lorelai and Rory
for sure.
So I mean, we'll see. I'm sure we'll see.
And the Luke situation. Sorry, man.
Well, I mean, you
got to put yourself out there if you want, somebody to be interested in you. But
again, maybe it's just because we're watching New Girl now. But for a show that goes on as long as this show's going to go on, I don't think that she's going to be in a relationship with Max for the next 7 seasons.
It's the same as like Chekhov's gun, right? Yeah. Anytime you have like a little bit of sparks between characters and like somebody's looking longingly, and you go out of your way to kind of show things, I think eventually something will happen.
At least he's going to confess at some point that he has feelings
exactly.
for her. They may not date. I think they still obviously could. Yeah. But I do think it's not going to be in the dark forever, right?
Yeah.
Friends didn't pull it off very long, and I've never even watched Friends, and I know that.
We saw her interested in a few episodes back,
right?
And now we've seen him interested.
Yeah.
So eventually, right?
Absolutely.
So we'll get there.
We shall see. All right, appreciate it, guys. We will see you on the next one. See ya.